peak 2014, before the automation came in, we had 47 pack stations that were working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 6 weeks up to Christmas. And with the growth projections for this year, that potentially had to double. So the space that would have needed to take, up to potentially maybe 90 to 100 pack stations told us that we needed to do something different. And space costs money. So, it was important that we could up the capacity in the current footprint to match the growth of where Asda wanted to go with the business. One of the benefits from Axiom right from the start is that they've been very open, very accessible. They were one of the few people that could take us to an actual reference site, take us in and warts and all and say, we'll take you, we'll introduce you to another customer of ours who are actually using one of these systems, and pretty much said to us, here you go. And we asked them all the questions that we needed answered. They answered them quite openly, and they were quite open about some of the things that hadn't worked and some of the things they'd had to go back and change and redesign, and the learnings they took from that and how they'd take that forward into ours. And that kind of thing gives you confidence. If somebody tells you everything's perfect all the time, something like this isn't going to be perfect throughout the whole process. And then throughout the whole sort of design process, they were fully open to suggestions from us and participation from us in the design, but they weren't afraid to also say no. If we made a suggestion that they knew wouldn't work, sometimes you work with people who just say yes and give you everything you want, and it's not always what you realise what you needed. Whereas the Axiom team, if they had experience of that not working in the past, they'd say, look, that's not really what you want, and this is why you don't want it, because we've seen it before and it doesn't quite do this. It becomes a stage where you cannot just keep adding more people, more physical pack stations. It grows to a size where that can't happen. We were getting to that size, so we needed to find a smarter solution. The technology we've put in with Axiom has given us that capacity. We've increased our capacity, in the same footprint, probably 400%. So although we need less people on site, it hasn't led to any job losses. It's helped us maintain the team we've got and continue the growth that we've had. What it does give us is consistency. I know what that machine can output every day. Whereas when we were hoping 100 packers were coming through the door, if 50% of them didn't turn up, our capacity dropped considerably. Whereas that machine's here all day, every day. So regardless of what happens from an order place point of view, we have the capacity to pretty much cope with it, and that's at any time of the year.